welcome back, Scouts, to the Napoleon Total War 3 4v4 battle replay today. Tasha comes from Nomadic Lancer. We are on the map Germany 4-B. His allies today are Minerical, Andrew Yang, and Flux. Their opponents today are Elon, Musket, Don, Fork number 2, and ImSwifting. We'll go through the factions of the blue team first today. We have Pienmonte, Sardinia 1796, or the Kingdom of Sardinia, is how I'll probably refer to them today. His allies are England, United Kingdom Peninsular, and Russia, 1812. Final ally today is Prussia, 1813 to 1815. The points today are 2 2-pointers and 2 4-pointers, so that's a grand total of 12 points so far. 13, 14, 15, I think maybe 15 points today. Okay, their opposing factions are Denmark. So we've got some French factions here today as well. Maybe 3 of them, in fact. France, 1807, Espange, French Garde, or French Imperials, and we have France, 1796, Italy, or France, Italy. Okay, so there's other players, there's other factions. Now, if you guys want to see your own Napoleon Total War 3 replay featured here on this channel, there are 4 methods of doing so. My email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can send replays directly to me on the Discord using my Discord ID. You can post replays on my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, or tag me in any NTW3 replay you post on the NTW3 Discord as well. There's free funding options available, which is greatly appreciated. But if you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, how this video gets far and wide, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Click the bell for notifications so you never miss a fight. Leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. Now that, let's check out Pienmonte's march towards the centre. Actually, he's going for the 2-pointer. Now, it looks like we have roughly, red team I think controls the 4-pointer to the north, easy, it's in their perimeter. 1-pointer for sure to the northeast. We've already captured 1 point there, and it looks like we have both teams converging on the central 2-pointer, so I think that's where we're going to see the most action so far, I think, in this fight. It might spread elsewhere, but I think this is where we'll see both teams collide, probably just outside the town. I imagine it'd be very difficult for both sides to engage inside the city here. There are many choke points, many streets. And the team that has the best melee troops will be the one that wants to be in this fight here, in the event that it's forced here. Now, Denmark's moving up their artillery. They're moving up some heavy cav to support it. It looks like here we see Nomadic Lancer's cavalry going after the artillery. I don't know if he sees them or not. I don't know if they were walking or running before. But they've engaged the artillery. Good strike. Cav just wasn't fast enough. He just maintains control of his cavalry. That was very close. A bit too close for comfort, but he will be able to outrun Denmark's cavalry for sure. So we've got some units engaged over here now too. Prussia's engaged Denmark's forces. Again, Denmark bringing up the heavy cav. It's forced back Prussia's heavy cavalry and had additional support here from the Elon cavalry. Both sides suffered superficial wounds. So Prussia's got 2 units of heavy cav as well. We've got Denmark infantry providing some support. It won't be enough though. Oh no, France is moving up with a lot of support here. There's 199 mid-tier dragoons. This unit is absolutely massive. I don't know if they're engaging the Prussians or not. Looks like they're performing back behind friendly lines. Prussia's got some cavalry over here. France is moving up too. Who's France charging into? Does Prussia have Artie here? No, you've got some chasseurs running close to pressure. We got the elite Prussian cavalry right here, Guard Corps. France is heavily outnumbered here. He's gonna be crushed. Prussia brought an insane amount of cav. France probably shouldn't have engaged without additional reinforcements. Now these guys are almost completely surrounded. They're falling apart. What is this? France moving to sending out more troops. Okay, that's French Espagne. You've got the French Garde here. So here comes the Prussian elite cavalry. France continues to remain locked in combat. They're having some victories. I am surprised. Oh, hang on. I am surprised the French Guard actually pulled out. But maybe they were afraid of these guys. They're just coming to review some French grenadiers. See, the mistake the blue team seems to be making in this fight is they're sending up one infantry, one cavalry unit at a time, big or no big. It's enabled Prussia to attack them from every angle almost, and break them each time.
We've taken the building, sir.
Prussians also set up a nice firing line here. Oh, they lost one horse. Alright, red team's captured the 2-pointer. Red team's in the lead. Denmark's moved inside the town here. The town's way too big for him to defend alone. He's not going this side because he's assuming, well, I assume his allies are coming from this direction, so this side should be all covered. It's going to get a little bit confusing because Sardinia and Denmark almost have the same sort of flag. Denmark's obviously a little bit to the left, whereas Sardinia is more in the centre of their cross. So that's the difference. Russia's moved up a set of 6-pounders, it would seem. Let's have a look at these things, yep. Oh, they're going to fire right down the street. Maybe you could have done a little bit better job at aligning them so they could fire. Most of them could fire down the street there. From this angle, I think one, maybe two can fire down the street. The other two definitely will struggle. They can hit maybe the first 2 units in the street, maybe 3. But after that, these guys here should be out of reach for most of those cannons. Strange moves there. Good news for the blue team, though. Okay, we have an 8-pounder moving up. France stationing some cav there on Prussia's right flank. Going in. Prussia should be calling for Sardinia reinforcements. Maybe even the Russians should send some cav over. Just to shore up their right flank. The cavalry needs a lot of space to maneuver, and so I think most of the red team cavalry should be deployed in this section here. And they should just station some infantry along their left flank, just in case enemy cav does come at them from this direction. Now the Peninsular is moving in this direction here. Don't know if that's the best idea. I think it's only a good idea if the French players come from this direction only. But Prussia's all the way out here by himself. He's going to need some help. Potentially it's 3-on-1 out here, and Prussia will easily be overwhelmed if his allies don't send reinforcements. You can see Prussia turning his line here a little bit. It's opening himself up to be outflanked. We've got France moving forward here, and he's vulnerable at this spot. Fortunately for Prussia, he does have some artillery here. If France does move forward, then this artillery crew should punish them. Okay, Prussians here down to 29. We've got artillery warfare here. Closely guarding this artillery crew. Prussia's opened up. These guys here are going to break soon. Yeah, Prussians are going to win this artillery fight. I don't know why, but the Prussian artillery just seems to be far more accurate. Prussia does need to win that fight. They also cannot lose that artillery crew. It's probably the only thing actually keeping France at bay here right now. Once that artillery crew goes, we should see this entire line move forward. And looks like we've got Denmark here eyeing a charge. Okay, Prussia's lines here moving forwards. These guys here can form square. It's not a good charge at all. So we've got some action down south. Over here we have some free pounders as well. What's going on down here though? Denmark's fighting Prussia, Russia and Sardinia. Denmark's got to be thinking of retreating at this point. I mean, all Russia needs to do to break through here is just send up some grenadiers using the buildings as cover as he moves up, and then just get into their ranks with their grenadiers, and then these guys are finished. Yeah, they appear to be aiming for these crews down here. They're trying.
Our men are running, sir.
Sardinia is really getting in Denmark's face here. This is some serious close quarter combat. On the verge of breaking. The general needs to be nearby to boost the morale of these guys. These Sardinian forces over here need to be redeployed. We've got France inbound. Sardinia has to retreat now. If he doesn't have artillery to push these guys back, he's got to fall back or he's finished.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must flee.
What's that? Okay, Sardinia must be... his attention is over here. We took out the French Italy general. Prussia's holding the lines. In fact, it looks like they're advancing. They've spread out their lines so far. I was going to say, they should be in range of each other, looking at this. France is backing out Denmark's street fight. It's a street fighter, Napoleon style. Light casualties there for the French. Yeah. Russia's taking more casualties faster.
Our men are running for
The Denmark crew's down to 10, but it's still firing. France has another 6-pounder here going at it. These crews have got to be going on soon. How many more hits can these guys take? This is nuts. Maybe Sardinia's hoping to get as many kills as he can before they bayonet charge him? I don't know. But they're not stopping. Fire! Oh yeah! Nice hit. They needed to do that. Beautiful. Sardinia's still going to lose this. What is he shooting at?
Our men are running for
Okay, he's wielding around. They're not shooting to their right. Should be charging in if they're not shooting. Yeah, France is going to fold him up. Sardinia's cav charged in.
our men are running for
They killed a lot of them. They're almost broken. No, still not broken. They've killed roughly over 50 of them. Still not enough.
our men are running for
Sardinia cav charging into the French flank. They're falling back. Sardinia keeping up the pursuit, as he should. You kill the most of your enemy while they're retreating. Yeah, United Kingdom needs to move forward. As soon as Sardinia breaks, he's going to want to open up on that blob. He's got to get in close enough. He can get in close. He can use the cavalry as cover. He's standing too far away, I reckon. He can get more kills if he moves up closer. He's not putting his army in danger. Sardinia's sending over reinforcements now as well. England has to move forward here. Missing out on a great killing opportunity. Alright, he's redirecting the forces. The cavalry impressively held. I mean, what is this cav? Heavy cavalry. Okay. What can England do here? That was a good first salvo. France was lucky. His army could have been pulverized. It's risky, but I think maybe England should try to run his forces, at least up until this house here. And the French are out of range and just let him go. But France right now is where he's at his most vulnerable. If he can attack him right now, then he probably should. I think now it's too late, I reckon. Okay, Denmark's still holding the outskirts of town, impressively. Despite the pressure from the Russians and the Prussians. Prussia has another 5-6 pounder set.
Our men are running, sir.
Prussia's suffering heavy casualties here. He's got units ready to take their place. But at this rate, it looks like France will win this one. At least against Prussia. The artillery is now firing on the lines. I didn't see that before, but those hits are glorious before. I think he's got a 6 pounder and his 3 pounder here focused in this area. See at the lines. We've got a cavalry coming in over there. Oh, it's a general. Can't see down the tree line. You can see all the Prussian bodies. Oh, hang on. We've got some French cavalry in the rear. The general could be killed. Looks like he has a line of Prussian infantry that are protecting him, at least for now. I don't know if that's Prussian cavalry or not. General's trying to retreat. It is Prussian cavalry. They're getting out of there. Prussia's in trouble. Okay, the momentum is with France. He has to keep pressing this attack. Prussia's entire army here could collapse. He's trying to form a firing line. Says they're firing. No, they're pulling back. He's trying to use his cavalry to cover their retreat. France is moving in. The artillery though has got to be hitting them hard at this point. They're still firing. Yep. There's a lot of chaos in the rear ranks. That was good. Saw bones get blasted out of the men there. Maybe it's in Prussia's best interest that he does retreat a little bit further, making it easier for the artillery to almost fire in line with the enemy army. A shot like that is glorious. Prussians are confident. They're trying to use the French infantry as cover to get in closer. And they're broken. You can't count the blue team now. Look at that line. Okay, down to 136. Russia hasn't really pushed anywhere near Denmark. He kept to the outskirts and seemed to halt a fire when Denmark retreated a little bit. The artillery is still down towards the eastern side of the city. I reckon if the artillery crew could shoot through this gap here, these guys here I think are up for grabs. But if Russia wants to force Denmark back from this street there, then it needs to bring this artillery piece to, you know, I'd say roughly about this point here. That way at least they got two cannons in line with the street, and the other two could potentially fire in there as well. Where it is right now, I think he could afford to move it a little bit. Wouldn't take him that long to do it. United Kingdom again halting just outside the town. They're reluctant to move in. I guess they want to see what happens to Prussia first. But if they're not moving in, the Russians should send reinforcements to help Prussia's attack here and push France back. Who knows, it might help Prussia secure the western side of the town and end up pushing these French troops into the city, so basically we have the entire blue team army cramped in this one tiny space. It definitely make it easier for your artillery to pick them off. There's only so many places you can cram units in. Alright, we've seen a dead general. Elon Musket just lost his general. Artillery strike. I feel it for you, mate. Not lucky. We're also back because Russia is making a move here on the town. I think there was a lot of communication here between the red team allies here today, between Nomadic's team. They literally stood around the town for roughly 5 minutes. That's how long the break was, I believe. And then a lot of things happened all at once. We saw the Sardinian general get blown up, and as soon as that happened, we saw Russia here move in. I don't know if that had anything to do with his death or not. But they charged it, and they charged into the artillery crew. France left it relatively unguarded, which is surprising. What's the rest of the Russian army? They pulled back. Most of the units here have already broken. France needs to move up. Denmark's sticking his neck out again. He's going to get outflanked.
Our men are running, sir.
It's almost like Denmark was being lined up against the wall there and shot. There are gaps now in Denmark's lines, but Russia isn't going through the gaps. You think he would? He definitely could now. Sure, these units here should be moving forward, then clearing the streets as they move up. I mean, Russia's got to have some grenadiers in play. Surely. Okay, there's a grenadier unit right there. Forward. Maybe I misread. Looks like I did. We've got French cavalry in the rear here, but before you could charge into the rear of the Prussian army, Russian cavalry came and saved Prussia's butt. Did they? Yeah, they did. Beating the Russian cav and they're moving to wipe it out. It's too far away. Okay, the UK is challenging Denmark here for control of the building. The Highlanders are charging in. If anyone can win a close quarter combat, it is the Highlanders. The first floor, they've still got 2 more floors to clear. Okay, Sardinia artillery is here. 6 Panther. 2 guns. Highlanders have been beaten. It's too much for them after all. Firing canister shot. Start firing soon. Oh, France got there just in time. Oh, this is one of those moments that needed 3 more seconds at least. We are almost at the halfway mark here. Alright, France has been beaten. Outflanked with the help of the United Kingdom. No damage to the building. Oh no, 9%. They're still fighting it. Worn down quite a bit. Then again, so has Prussia. But it looks like they've still got a large number of forces still intact. It's just surprising, all things considered. Alright, France here could be sandwiched against Prussia and England, but they've got to line up and move in as one right now. They've got some English cavalry that could take out these guys. It's too risky to shoot them with artillery. But these French forces are practically in line. Okay, let's see what they can do.
Yes, sir.
Bushes are in the way. He pulled out. At least he's trying to pull out. Men's pulling back. They've had enough. I don't know why he's pulling back. He's not helping himself. Maybe they want to share the joy with Prussia. I don't know. We can see Prussia sending reinforcements, but the space is already occupied by their forces. I mean, they can't really send any more troops in. Alright, peoples, we're back. The artillery. This firefight has been going on for some time. Neither side really giving an inch at this point. They got artillery from both sides coming in. Okay, Russia's moving in. Sardinia's forces also moving in on the east side of the street. They're the fact that needed to break the stalemate here on this side. Is that Denmark coming through? It is. Looking to spoil Sardinia's day. I suppose that was a positive thing that did come from this. Sardinia did force Denmark back out onto the streets. There's a few good shots. Come on, Russian artillery. Well, that was good, right there. That was a good shot there. Two good shots. Alright, kept the artillery there, forced Denmark back. Sardinia should be clear to move back in again. And here he comes, right on cue. Oh, yes! Oh, sweet. They broke him. Denmark's losing control there. Looks like France has moved out. And let's force the Russians back. I don't know how far I think you're falling back to. Why he's trying to draw France out of the city. The Russians here should be planning to push the French back into the city, back into the streets. Let the artillery finish them off. The Russian artillery I'm referring to there. It's 2-on-2 here. The Russians do have more troops. And the French here have suffered, well, moderate to heavy casualties. Russians are looking a little bit healthier. Okay, we have 31 minutes, 56 seconds left. The Russians look like they might lose that fight. Okay, Prussians here are broken. What are we doing over here? We're trying to charge into the city. They're trying to shoot. Russia needs to return some fire. So 3 go down. They moved in close, then they turned their backs to them.
Our men are running, sir.
Maybe they're having an issue. Okay, France is falling back here. Prussia could attack France in the rear. Reinforcements are coming in. France beat back Russia. So Prussia should be probably thinking about pulling back a little bit here. I think he can hold this area with what he's got. France is trying to lure him in, bait him in into a trap. So we've got some French cavalry charging into the English. No, that's French infantry. Go to the red team, capture that 2-pointer.
Our men are running.
A single French unit has beaten back 3 or 4 English units. Soon to be 5 and counting. Or not. Oh, they broke each other. Not a bad effort there from that unit. There's a lot of troops being tightly packed into one area. Russia's got to be thinking about moving up their artillery. Just a little bit, just enough. They don't even need to go that far. Like probably there's enough. Or is his plan? If his plan is to go in here and line it up, then that's fine.
We have
Go
killed
for
their
it.
general, sir. Now they must break.
Which one was that? Is that Prussia? Enemy general killed. ImSwifting. Okay. Yep, France is retreating back. Denmark's retreating back. Russia's bringing up their artillery. Alright, be careful, Russia. Here comes France. Delimber, delimber. We got Denmark infantry moving in, trying to take out the Russian artillery once again. Once again, Russian infantry manages to head them off. The entire army here has just collapsed in a second. Pretty much done. You know, there's only broken troops here. There's a house over here, still in control of the enemy. England still has a lot of cavalry in play here. Some 4th Royal Irish Dragoons. I can probably bring that arty a bit closer. It's not like they'll be in range. Alright, France isn't going to stay here. They're going to move forward. Do one last valiant charge, but they're running, you see, so they might actually break themselves. They're going to exhaust themselves quickly. That's a lot of ground to cover. Canister shot. And that broke him. Cavalry going to finish them off. Victory! So we had Minerical on 1418, Nomadic Lancer 1269, Andrew Yang 733, Flux 928, Elon Musket 1316, Don 1197, Fork number 2 1132, and ImSwifting 1350. Okay, kill counts here range from 158 all the way down to probably 0, if I'm going to say so myself, which I do. And that is that. So, thank you to Nomadic for sending me the replay. If you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, guys, you know what to do. There is my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can send it to me directly on the Discord. You can also post it to my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, or you can tag me in the Napoleon Total War 3 replay you post on the Napoleon Total War 3 Discord as well. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scouts. Catch you in the next Total War battle.